Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is a guest video from Salty Walty I've been sitting on for a while in the Zeta Gundam mass production type. I'm hoping I haven't published this before, but whatever it is, it's going to be what it is, because yeah, I'm just not quite back into the swing of things after... basically, I kind of took a small, Christmas vacation. I got, 2 or 3 good rounds last weekend, ran those and did not play again until I got the update video done Wednesday night into Thursday. And since then, the 0080 round I ran yesterday, pretty much the best round I've gotten. I got one that was I got a round that was so very one-sided I just couldn't even think about running it earlier. I did pretty well, but just yeah, the whole team did pretty well to some ridiculous score difference, like 4-1, something like that. So looks like a member of the enemy team is disconnected, which I probably haven't published this before because of that. But yeah, this team, when members of your team disconnect, you get a defense bonus for the remainder of the round. So you are at a disadvantage simply because of the amount of, just because you are outnumbered, but at the same time, yeah, you're much more durable, which is why it's taking a little bit for the two of them to finish off that punch chicken. The mass production Zeta Gundam has a beam bayonet that works the same way as the original Zetas, that being the downswing is a lunge followed by a sweep, which is my preferred pattern. The lunge is nice too because yeah, you can get around your allies without hitting them, like Salty just did there, and it's very useful thing. This Zeta can also fire its main gun while boosting, as I recall, and I believe has improved cooldown when on its beam weapons when it's boosting. I may be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I think they still haven't corrected the description of that skill to refer to beam weapons instead of ammo-based weapons, but I'm not. I may be getting my skills confused too. I do that, but yeah, mega beam launcher. I do like having a Garabi on tap rather for. Man, I like having words on tap too, but I am frequently tapped out. But yeah, Garabi is a good thing to have in your pocket for, situations like that where you can hopefully stop something. But also, yeah, having an instant stun variation of your rifle while you're at it, not bad. Salty did get got, but he managed to take down the enemy before he did. So, yeah, not a bad situation. Okay, Gym Sniper 2 White Dingo is what tagged him. Yeah, so far, enemy team is a good bit behind, but I believe they do catch up for a while, or in a while. Both. But, yeah, like I said, just a little bit brain dead around the edges as per usual. But, it was nice to honestly have a few days to take it easy. I'd have gotten the half-price spin on my Japanese account if I had not done that and actually gotten my dailies for a couple of days there, but, burnout's a real thing, and quite honestly, I recommend to everyone to, when the game gets too much, just take a break, if you can. I know it's tempting to make sure you get every possible token out of everything, but also just, yeah, breaks help. It's not like, it's not like for most people, this is something where if they don't, have a decent round to show every day, they've got a problem. That's just me. So, oh yeah, the skirt beam guns like the Zeta Plus series has too. I like those. And that is one of the Engage Gundam variants down. Yep, and there was the beam rifle fired while boosting. Yeah, I believe that's the type of beam rifle skill where if you're boosting straight ahead, you can fire it, but you can't do it side to side. White Dingo pilot keeps abandoning their mobile suit. I'm not sure how well that's going to work out, but I get it, because there's only so many things you can do when you're surrounded by 4 or 5 people. See, someone on the enemy team has elected base bomb. Nice quick scoped in shot there. Yeah, I definitely see the base bomb in this situation. I might have held it for another 5-10 seconds, because if so, it would have gone off after the 2 minute mark, which is when the bonus kicks in. But even so, yeah, just and the enemy team seems to be catching up, because attrition is a real thing. You keep fighting long enough, mobile suits get worn down, and if you can do that to the enemy team and coordinate a little bit so that you are able to take advantage of it and hopefully just overwhelm them, it is a viable thing. But yeah, like I said, another 10 seconds and the enemy team would have gotten more points for for destroying the base. They do temporarily have a lead over Salty's team, but yeah, it only would have been another 600 points. But as you can see, with Salty's team 5 points behind now, 600 points could have been kind of meaningful. At the same time, you want to make sure you get that bomb done, because if you don't get the bomb, if you don't get the bomb set off successfully, all the time you are spending trying to do that is just wasted. So, can go either way, but it was enough for to more or less catch up in a match that is, getting fairly close near the end here for a team that's down one member. That is not bad. But yeah, this, like I said, this White Dingo player, I think, is getting frustrated with the fact that they are frequently by themselves, and yeah, they're just kind of abandoning ship fairly frequently. Right now, well, looks like the Engage Gundam booster did show up to help them, which is good. So that will hopefully keep them in their suit and keep the enemy team coordinated for the end here. Because yeah, like I said, base bomb was necessary, but they are keeping it close, as you can see. When you're down a teammate, being able to stay within 1,000 points of the enemy team and even recapture the lead at one point is not a bad outcome. So, and if this was rated, the good news is that will any penalties they may have gotten for losing will be waived anyway. So, and good stun there. Yeah, I still like the MP Zeta. I haven't run it in forever. And yeah, brain. Yeah, I think I mentioned I was trying to run the Engage Zero Yon Favin earlier, because that just got rebuffed after getting nerfed, about a year ago now? Yeah, it got rebuffed, as frequently happens, because the rest of the everything else in Power Creep Land finally caught up to where it was. So yeah, kind of had to undo some nerfs. Okay, 94,000 damage. Very nice. And let's see. What is 4 and 2? Not bad. That is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We will be back soon with more. Till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later. And I know I mentioned yesterday, but I'm going to mention it again in case you didn't hear. This month's buffs include explosive reactive armor for the Dom Resonance, so it should not be able to trip itself anymore using its mobile shooting skill. Because, yeah, the mobile shooting skill that the Dom Resonance, the Sinanju, and I think a couple other things have, in case you didn't know, any shots you fire while boosting ignore maneuver armor. Which means that, yeah, prior to getting explosive reactive armor, which protects you from splash damage, the Dom Resonance was able to trip itself with its own bazooka. So I've seen quite a few of them out in the wild, so hopefully that is not an issue anymore, and it's a good bit more playable now.